why minimum wage should be raised. Even with the low employment rates that have prevailed since the late 1990s, the U.S. economy continues to create many low-wage jobs, and even some families that work a substantial number of hours each year are still having difficulty making ends meet. According to CBO.gov, it states, the federal minimum wage of $7.25 per hour has not changed since 2009. Increasing it would raise the earnings and family income of most low-wage workers, lifting some families out of poverty. Now, I know most of you in this class have or had a minimum wage job, whether that was just for the summer, or you wanted some extra cash, or you wanted to buy yourself something nice that you didn't really need. But however, there are people out there in the world right now who are trying to live and support their family off of only a minimum wage job. So today, I'm going to talk to you all about the benefits of raising minimum wage pay. First is that it can reduce poverty levels. Second, it can reduce income inequality. And lastly, increased work productivity. For decades, lawmakers have let the value of minimum wage erode, allowing inflation to gradually reduce the buying power of a minimum wage income. Allowing minimum wage to decrease over time creates major negative effects on lower income areas, such as poverty. According to fairyboss.com, it states, an increase from $7.25 to just $8 in the federal minimum wage would decrease poverty levels by 2.4%. Following these numbers, raising the minimum wage to $10 would reduce the number of Americans living in poverty by 4.6 million. According to stlouis.org, it says, the United States is one of the top-ranking countries when it comes to income inequality. Full-time minimum wage workers make about $15,000 per year, meaning they must rely on government welfare programs that continue to keep them at a disadvantage economically. Studies show that those who are paid minimum wage have a short work span. It feels as if they aren't getting paid enough for what they do. Maybe some of you have experienced this. I know I have while working in the customer service business, and I have to deal with angry customers. I often think to myself, I don't get paid enough for this. By raising federal minimum wage, it could reduce poverty substantially. According to BusinessInsider.com, it states, raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2025 would reduce the number of Americans living in poverty. This creates a strong solution for those in poverty. However, there is also a cost to this scenario as well. It says, this will also shed 1.3 million jobs from the economy. So while raising the minimum pay, this could also create a loss for open jobs. By raising minimum wage, it can help aid income inequality, as well as by increasing the federal minimum wage in the U.S. would not only ensure that minimum wage workers would have more money, but it would hopefully give them more freedom to spend and save, as well as being able to increase the number of those making the median wage for labor in America, according to Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It says, a federal minimum wage increase in the U.S. would not only ensure that minimum wage workers would be making more money. As it is right now, employees are forced to rely on overtime to live. Some local government officials have changed this, calling for a higher minimum wage. If the federal government were to enact a national wage increase, these inequality gaps would slowly but surely close. When employees are paid a livable wage, they are naturally more invested in the company and work in which they are engaging. They put more effort into their work, and they get more done. Fairyboss.com says, there are fewer miscommunications and less struggle to get employees to complete their tasks. An increased minimum wage pushes employees to prove their worth and work harder, increasing productivity. A cost of this might be that more money cannot change some workers' attitudes and might not change their motivation. Raising a minimum wage can create many opportunities for those in need. There is no excuse better for the heart than reaching down and lifting people up. That was a quote by John Holmes. To put things into perspective for the future, if the minimum wage is raised, it could possibly provide jobs and comfortable homes for the poor and boost the economy positively. To tie things together, let's review. We talked about the benefits of raising the minimum wage in the U.S. It can reduce poverty, reduce income inequality, and benefit the economy substantially. Some ways you all can help make this change is by donating or helping spread awareness of raising minimum wage. A place you can visit is raisetheminimumwage.com and then donate or share the campaigns posted. I do have the link right here too. I don't know if you can see it, but you're more than welcome to do that. And thank you.